Moving on to the chest cavity. It's surrounded by a similar chamber, just the way the body cavity was. So once you break into that chest cavity, again, we're going to be able to look around and see our way. So what I do is I start way over here on the sides, because on either side, the only thing that you can possibly nick is the lungs. And we know what the lungs look like, or at least you will know what the lungs look like. And they're very large, so even if you nick one, it's not the end of the world. So this was originally covered here. Again, this outer layer membrane is the diaphragm. So now I've kind of cut in on the side over here, and this is my lung. This is one of the lobes of my lung. And just like the body cavity, you can see how it's not really attached. We can almost look right in there, and nothing is actually attached. So once you get into the chest cavity, then you can start making these larger incisions without hurting anything. So now I can see you can peel all this back and breaking these tiny little ribs, and you can lift this up and say, oh, okay, I'm not really going to hurt anything. And it's key to always lift up and look in when you're cutting. So I can lift up and look in here and see, oh, okay, there's nothing really there. I'm not going to hurt anything. And you can start making those incisions. What's really important is once you get here, this is the breastbone, right in between the arms. This has a lot of circulatory system right here. So a lot of very thin veins and arteries. So we want to avoid this area until week 2. But for right now, we want to cut as much of this open as possible. So now I'm going to cut just above the rib cage. You can see here, just below the rib cage, kind of separating this membrane from the ribs. And then I'm lifting and cutting away. So now we start to see the heart. So this is the lower part of the heart.